To those who no longer celebrate their birthdays, why?
My twin sister died. It is just a reminder of her loss. I think it's healthy to have a day to be sad. And so I can focus on the good memories the rest of the year. Edit. Thank you for all the awards and messages. I always felt privileged as a twin because I had someone who was always there. I still feel privileged to have known my sister so well. And how great she was. I feel like her death shouldn't define my memory of her. But I keep that one day to be angry and sad because it had a big impact on me. I think it is important, especially if a death is sudden or traumatic, to separate the person from that event. For a while I couldn't think about my sister without thinking of her death. But over time the happy memories became bittersweet instead of painful, and I could cherish them again. But taking the day to be angry and sad and hurt at the horrible stuff is natural and necessary for me. I just let myself process it.
One of my twin sons died. The remaining twin has a really tough time on his birthday. It's so painful for him to never be able to celebrate his birthday with his twin brother again. Fortunately, they got to be together on their birthday just weeks before the one died. They went surfing for the first time. I am sorry for your pain and loss. I hope you have lots of good memories of your sister. Edit. Thanks for the awards. You're very kind.
Mine is in early December, so everyone forgets anyway. Happy birthday, Frank.
At my age I really just do not care anymore. It's just another day to me.
This year was the best because my birthday fell during the week in March after poop got crazy. And everyone was scared to leave home. I got lots of phone calls and texts that day from friends and family wishing me a happy birthday. But no one expected me to attend a birthday dinner or party. I sat in my pajamas all day watching Tiger King and eating junk food. Loved it. 36 years it took me to get such a gift.
It just reminds me how lonely I am, so I completely pretend it does not exist.
I know the feeling, once I got older to understand, is that my family is struggling and hanging on as long as we can. Sometimes we go out to eat for birthday, but it takes me and my sister to combine our money to give our mom a birthday gift.
It feels like everyone is pretending to care all of a sudden. It's kind of irritating. That's pretty spot on.
No one ever made it special. So I stopped caring about it when I was much younger.
For me they made it too special. I just wanted something simple, but you know.
1. Very few people to celebrate with. I don't have a ton of people who actually give a poop. I know a few people who would probably send me a gift if I asked, but who wants to croaking ask someone for a birthday present? 2. Inconvenient timing. I was born very close to Christmas, so any attempts for a birthday celebration over the years has been thwarted by people always having family events or Christmas plays on the same day. 3. It's just a particularly lonely day. If I had a partner or someone that considered me family, I'd probably be down to celebrate. But since I don't, it does not really matter to me.
I worry about your second point for my son. His is close to Christmas, and I always try to make it very birthday-ish and not holiday-ish at all. Hard to do though.
I hate the attention. Edit. This comment is now the most attention I've ever gotten on Reddit. Edit 2 minutes after my first edit, I start getting awards. Y'all some assholes. Lol. Me too.
I used to have birthday parties, but one time I called my friends, none of them showed up. That day I gave up on birthdays.
I once called my friends on my birthday, and none of them showed up. That day I realized that you should be the first person to love yourself. Since then every year on my birthday I bought myself my favorite chocolate cake with "Happy Birthday to me" written on it. Last year the bakery owner asked me why I always buy a cake with "Happy Birthday to me" written on top of it. I told her the story and she asked me if she could celebrate with me. So last year both of us celebrated my birthday. It was a surreal experience.
At my age it is a terrible reminder the clock is running out.
The days are long and the decades short.
I just hate my existence, but I love to celebrate other people's birthdays. Edit. Well, my most upvoted comment is about how I dread my existence. Thanks y'all. This comment should be on top. Most of the people here said they do not like the attention or reminds them how little time they have left or fake friends or no friends. But for some of us birthdays remind us of another horrible wasted year. 3 bad and lonely days in a row from 16 to 18, just better if I do not treat them as a special day. So I can have a bad day on a normal day and feel fine. Curious if you have a bad day on a special day and are lonely as well, it just does not mix well. Too high of an expectation, Nick.
I feel ya. Been there. Early 20s.
I am an adult and do not need to have a whole hoopla about my big day. I honestly usually do something for me on my birthday, or near it, like buy something I've wanted for a while, or just relax and have a me day. It's usually pretty nice, because I am doing it for myself, and I do not usually do much for myself.
That sounds a lot like celebrating your birthday.
It's just an average day. I am getting older. Okay, whatever.
Right? I got older yesterday too. What's the difference?
TBH, I do not want to bother my busy friends, relatives. If they remember my birthday, I'm glad to celebrate it.
That's genuinely thoughtful. Uncomfortable with the idea of being the center of attention for no reason other than existing. Also realized something a bit cropped up recently. When I was a kid, most of my little playmates were people who lived in our area seasonally because their families were vacationers. My family was in the tourism business. I wanted to invite them to my birthday party, but Mom said no. Because we wouldn't be able to return the favor of giving them gifts and going to their parties when it was their birthdays because they would be back at their homes. So I got this idea that parties were just to get other people to do something nice for you. And it was rude to invite someone to your party to give you gifts if you wouldn't be able to reciprocate. But the way my life was structured, I did not really have any local friends I cared to invite. So I never wanted a party beyond just having a cake and something good for dinner. As an adult, I let them slide by unnoticed until I married a guy who has the same birthday as I do. XD, I do not want to ignore his birthday, so we tend to make plans to go out for dinner or something. For both of us. Kind of forces me to celebrate mine too. Other than that, parties do not happen.
I thought I knew where it was going. But this comment took several interesting turns, and it even had a happy ending. Would read the short story adaptation. Nothing good has ever happened to me on my birthday.
My 18th, I was shipwrecked in a forced-10 gale off the coast of Scotland, en route to work in Greenland. Apprentice marine engineer. So that was nice, lol.
I do not have any friends.
Then I will be yours. Everyone deserves a true friend.
Every year get progressively worse. I literally had one person at my birthday last year. And they still managed to ruin it by ignoring me all day, except when I cooked my favorite dinner for us. They ate that at least.
You deserve better.
I never have. To me, there's nothing special about it, but when other people notice it is my cake day and say happy cake day, it is kinda fun. And edit, thanks for the award whoever that was, lol.
Happy cake day.
I don't like material items for gifts. Also do not like cake. Also like being left the crock alone.
Those last two I can relate to.
I do not see why I should TBH.
It's a socially acceptable excuse to throw a party. Do not really need much more than that. I just never understood the importance of it. Like, yes, the actual day I was born on back in 1980 must have been very exciting for my family, etc., but year after year after year. So what? It's like the old Oingo Boingo song. It's just another day.
Same here. The only thing I'll do is take off work, because no one should have to work on their birthday. I always contributed to friends' birthdays and gifts, was present in 12 a.m. video calls, etc. Didn't even get a cake on mine. Happened twice with the same group after I turned 18. Before 18 I was extremely socially anxious and did not have very many friends. So yeah, it's just a reminder of how much my life sucks and isn't a thing I want to celebrate. My birthday is New Year's Eve. So literally everyone in the world is celebrating the day with their own parties. I've never been able to get more than a few friends together for lunch or day hike before we all leave to prepare for separate festivities. It's a bit depressing to be at a big gathering every year on your birthday where no one is celebrating you. There's no cake, no birthday song, and an actual global countdown to the end of your big day. Had to get over the letdown at a very early age when my classmates' parents thought it was inappropriate for a 9-year-old to have a slumber party on night. Only one kid out of the 16 invited was allowed to come. We had a blast together. And I learned a good lesson on quality over quantity that I've carried over the years. It means so much to me when a friend says, "Hey, I have night party plans for the night. But how about I take you for coffee in the morning to kick off your birthday?" It's a big day for everyone.
My brother's birthday is on December 31 too. And it was fun growing up because we had the excuses to have a party with friends every year. No let's do nothing or let's spend the night at grandma's from our parents. Now my mother tried to get the family together for lunch to celebrate before we all have different plans for the night. Something we wouldn't do if it wasn't for his birthday. And there is this year where he turns 30 and he won't be able to celebrate at all due to silly thing.
At this point, not dying for an entire year is more of a personal failure than a cause of celebration.
Shit man, you serious? How unfortunate you see your life this way. You're probably fed up about this, but if you want to talk I'll listen. If you don't, it is okay.
Because people hardly remember. 2 days ago it was my birthday, and only mom and cousin remembered. Why bother?
Happy belated birthday?
I am dead to all people 364 days of the year. I am not going to give a crock about the hypocrites' opinions.
Fair enough, it went to murder people.
I've spent the last 2 alone. It's very sad to have a cake and no one to share it with.
In mid-30s, what's the point?
As a way of practicing gratitude and understand your purpose on earth.